About the gym, there is a shortage of prime-time gymnasium space in the community. And this is one, too, for me to start with this. It seemed logical that we should consider and look into the possible retaining of it, and that there are some benefits, again, community use being the prime benefit of it in tournament space and that. So we have gone through, if you go back to 6, just briefly, went through and looked at reasons for retaining it and concerns related to it. The concern being parking and site impact. The school board has that, so is that major concern. Costs related to and fair market value. Go to 7. I'll just run through these quickly so you know what some of the slides were. This is just a sample of 2. They're elementary schools, not the high schools. High schools are normally fully used. It's tough to get into them. But in elementary schools, these are examples of 2, Carmi and Columbia. And the green shows available space. The red shows community space. Blue is school space. So it's just an example the school board gave us of a month. You can see is week 1, 2, 3, and 4. So that's a month use of 2 of the gyms, and it does show that there's space, especially on the weekends and later in the evenings.
Just a question, maybe some questions of council, but for myself, don't you feel that the freeing up of the community center gym would accommodate that interest of the ball players? Also, the soccer players have indicated that they would accommodate them in their new facility if that was to go ahead.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear the first part.
Well, you made comment about the gymnasiums with the school district right now are not accommodating for the ball players as such. They're not big enough, but the freeing up of the community center gym as a result of the soccer group moving out, which is their indication, would that not accommodate the ball players into the community gym?
That would, but that's only one user group, and that's only one night. And
then, of course, you got the bigger gym that's going to be constructed on the Penn High side. So.
But, on the Penn High gym, I think it's unrealistic to think, if you've ever been around Penn High, that place is busy with Penn High stuff. And so there's not that many times that gym is not busy. There's practices on the weekends, there's practices at night. My son was on the basketball and volleyball teams. They would be in there 10 at night because that was their gym time. So I don't think realistically there's a lot of gym time at Penn High because of the really active sports programs that school runs. And so you might get a weekend here or there, but you know what, they practiced on Sunday mornings. I don't know where the time is. I don't think there's a lot there. And again, I think then we're trying to push all our users groups into places that aren't suitable, and the time frames aren't suitable. So I would disagree with that. I think, yeah, we're going to free up a bit of time, but I still don't think it's enough.
The other issue is that even when the facility or the new facility, the new gymnasium, which is, from what we've been advised, is state-of-the-art, will be state-of-the-art gymnasium and larger than this present gym with a higher ceiling level. Have you analyzed as to whether anybody, such as a renter, would rent the old one versus renting the new one? Because the new one will be available in the evenings. We've been advised of that by the school district.
Well, so, I'm questioning that. I don't think the new one will be available. If I can just continue here.
If I was a user,
yeah,
I certainly wouldn't want to pay to use the second-hand facility versus the new facility, because the new facility will have air conditioning and everything else in it.
Yeah.
But this one doesn't.
Yeah.
So,
well, I would question the school, like if you wanted to rent it on a Tuesday night, I don't think that it's available because the teams are in there. Like if you look at it, Penn High has senior and junior teams, and they have junior A and B teams. So there's 4 junior teams and 2 senior teams at each sport. And think of the gym time. There isn't time. But
would you not, as a user, look seriously at adjusting your schedule in order to get into the new gym versus the old gym?
Oh, possibly, but you wanted at 10 at night, 11 at night?
Well, that's not necessarily the case because we've been made aware by the school district that would be available throughout the evenings as such. So well, it's not an argument that I can accept.
Okay, well, I disagree because having had kids in the program, I've been in that gym almost every evening, and so I know that it's not available. There's 2 sports that run most seasons, like fall, the spring, that kind of thing. So they have trouble fitting their own sports in. let alone hiring it in the middle of the week. I don't know where they're coming up with that, because I really don't think that's too realistic.